Hi, boys and girls. This story is called The First Day of School. When you listen to this story, I want you to think about how does it feel when you start something new? We're in a new class together for the first time this year. Think about that. Or if you're learning from home, that's new. Think about how you feel. Or when you've had to make new friends. Okay, enjoy the story.
When you come to school, have a good day. When you come to school, have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day.
The first day of school. How did you feel about starting this new school year? There are a lot of times when you might be in new situations, such as being in a new class, joining a new team, or moving into a new neighborhood. You might have to try things that you've never done before, or spend time with people that you might not know very well. It's okay to have a lot of different ideas and feelings about doing or starting something new. In this story, a group of children are beginning their first day of school, and they each have different feelings about seeing each other again and starting a new grade. As you listen to the story, pay attention to the different feelings that the characters experience and express. On the morning of the first day of school, Gabriel walked toward the great oak tree in the middle of the park, where he was meeting some of his friends. Ever since they were very young, he and his friends had played together in the treehouse perched high in its branches. Gabriel had been away all summer, and he stopped to tighten the straps of his backpack. He wondered nervously what it would be like to see his friends again after such a long time. Suddenly, Gabriel felt a quick tug at his sleeve. "Hey, you're it!" yelled Annie, and she raced past him on her scooter. Annie had always been the fastest kid that he knew for as long as they had been friends. "Bet you can't catch me," she laughed. Gabriel grinned as he ran after her toward the treehouse. On the other side of the park, Kayla and Kenny chatted non-stop as they walked to the treehouse to meet their friends. "Wasn't it so much fun to go to camp together this summer?" asked Kenny. "Yeah," agreed Kayla. "My favorite part was the talent show at the end. I was laughing so hard when your group did the skit about the dinosaur drive-through. It was so funny." "I know," said Kenny. "The kids in my group were really cool. Actually, I met a lot of fun kids at camp this year." And he stopped and looked at Kayla. "What if all our friends from school made new friends this summer too? Do you think they'll still want to hang out with us?" Kayla did not know what to say. Back at the oak tree, Annie parked her scooter and waited anxiously for the rest of her friends to arrive. She had an awesome new backpack, and she was excited to see the other kids again after the long summer. When Gabriel finally made it to the treehouse, Annie noticed that he was very quiet. "What's wrong?" she asked. Gabriel sighed. "My big sister said that now that we're older, school will be different. We will have longer books and bigger spelling words, and we'll have to sit on the other side of the cafeteria for lunch." Annie gave Gabriel an encouraging smile. "It will probably be different, but I'll bet that it will still be fun." "Maybe," Gabriel agreed. "But what if we don't get to see each other as much?" "Don't worry," answered Annie. "It will be fun to meet the new kids in our classes. Besides, we'll see each other here at the treehouse all the time after school." Gabriel took a deep breath and nodded. "I guess you're right," he said. The kids decided to go to the treehouse while they waited for the rest of their friends. "Hey, remember this?" Gabriel held up a stuffed green alien with an orange Z on its head and big trumpet ears. Annie laughed. "Of course I remember Z. We used to have so much fun playing up here together when we were little. Sometimes the adventures we had with Z seemed like they were actually real." Gabriel nodded in agreement. "We sure had big imaginations." Looking around the treehouse, they saw the big Club Z banner that they had all painted together, the bug house that used to hold their pet caterpillar, and some of their favorite storybooks. They thought about all the fun they had with their friends together at the treehouse. So, do you really think school will be okay, even if things are different? Gabriel asked. Yep, answered Annie. I think this year is going to be awesome. Suddenly, they heard voices outside and looked out the window to see Kenny and Kayla at the bottom of the tree. They scrambled down the ladder, happy to see their friends again. Wow, Kayla, exclaimed Gabriel. You got really tall at camp. Kayla laughed. Yeah, I also learned how to play chess and finally tried jumping off the diving board. Camp was a lot of fun. Camp was great, agreed Kenny, but I'm glad to be back home and starting school. He looked at the other kids shyly, and I'm really glad to see my friends again. Well, we're glad you're home too, they answered. Hey, said Gabriel suddenly, looking at his watch. Let's go so we're not late. As the kids gathered their backpacks, they gave one last look at the treehouse, thinking about all the fun time they had spent there together and all the fun they were going to have there this year. Race you all to school, Annie suddenly called. The kids laughed and started running, happy to be together again and excited to start their first day of school.
When you come to school, have a good day. When you come to school, have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Let's talk about some of the feeling words that we heard in the story. How are the students feeling about going back to school? Let's talk about some of those words. Take a moment to think about some of the words you heard in there. Did you hear nervous, excited, anxious, worried, and positive and happy? So everybody had some different feelings that we were feeling. And we're going to talk more about this during the week about feelings.